everyone, welcome back to my channel, She Plans, She Budgets. In today's video, I'll be going over my sinking funds maximums, so let's get started. Alright, so I'll be using this Happy Planner notes page that I took from the back of my planner right here. As some of you may already know, that I did take my Erin Condren Life Planner in the vertical layout and I hole punched it for the Happy Planner disc system instead of the original binder system that it came in. I didn't like the binder, so I hole punched these so that I can turn the pages more easily. Alright, and I do have some leftover stickers right here that I want to use. This is a leftover washi from Erica Life Vlogs, and I believe this was from her January budget kit. And then I just have some leftover stickers from Caffeinated Kate as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay these stickers down and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to write down all of my sinking funds, including the ones that's currently not active. So I have vacation, self-care, pets, car maintenance, gifts, eating out, my 30th birthday, vet/grooming, home projects, lawn care, my boyfriend's birthday, and lastly, Christmas. Alright, so these are the 12 sinking funds that I currently have like assigned envelopes to. And like I just mentioned, I have 2 envelopes that are currently not active, which are my babe's birthday and Christmas. So for my boyfriend's birthday, that will start in June of this year, and then Christmas I'll start saving in July. So the current balance for everything are as follows. Vacation currently has $600. Self-care has $30. Pets have $34. Car maintenance has $260. Gifts has $50. Eating out has $0. My birthday has $440. Vet and grooming has $220. Home projects has $160. Lawn care has $40. Babe's birthday is $0 because it didn't start yet, and Christmas is also $0 because it hasn't started yet. Alright, so on a monthly basis, I am adding $150 to vacation. And I do have a question for you all towards the end of this video about my vacation fund because of how things currently are in the world. So one moment for that. Sinking funds, I add in $30 a month. Pets, I add $40. Car maintenance, I add $40. Gifts, I add $20. Eating out, I normally add $30, between $25 and $30, but right now I'm not adding anything because of everything that's going on. So I reprioritized this envelope. So right now I'm going to just say $0. For my birthday, I add $100. Vet and grooming gets $20. Home projects gets $50. Lawn care gets $40. And when I start saving for my boyfriend's birthday, it will get $100. Christmas, I'm a little up and down about that. Originally, I was going to put in $100 a month, but I'm not sure because of the current circumstances if that should change but for right now, I'll just leave it at 100, but that probably will change once I get started in July. Now for my maximums, vacation, I don't have a real maximum for it. It really just something that I wanted to save ongoing for you know, for whatever I decide to do as far as vacation. So for maximum, I'm going to put ongoing for right now. And that will be the case for a few of these. So self-care would be ongoing as well. And that's because with self-care, I like to buy any beauty supplies I might want, like makeup or something. I buy feminine hygiene products with self-care. Yes, with self-care fund. And I also buy toiletries, hair care, things of that nature, basically products to take care of myself. So that's why that fund doesn't have a maximum as well. It will be ongoing. Pets is another one. I have 2 cats, and this fund is for cat food and cat litter. And that's mainly all the things I would buy with the pets fund. And that's why I only put $40 in there. So that would be ongoing. Car maintenance. Now this one I go back and forth with. When I think numbers, I actually think of 2 numbers. One is 600 and the other is 1,000. I was thinking, well, the more money I save for car maintenance, the better, because if anything happens, I'll be covered. I have $1,000. But then I also thought, what are the chances of me actually reaching $1,000 before I'll need to use it? My vehicle is a 2014 Dodge Avenger. So it's not really like, it's an older car because now it's 2020, but it's not like extremely old. That's only 6 years. So and about a year ago, or last summer rather, I had so much car issues that I have explained in previous videos. So that's why I was, you know, I'm so happy that my car maintenance is starting to beef up. But I'm also starting to think that $1,000 might not be necessary or achievable really, because, you know, I gotta still get like oil changes and like little things like that. So I haven't needed to use this money in a little while, which is why it is now at $260 because I do $40 a month. But, you know, I just don't think it's going to reach $1,000. That was a long way of saying that I decided to cap it at $600. And because I am currently at $260, so if I take $600 minus $260, gives me $340. And then if I divide that by $40 that I put into it a month, this will take me 8.5 months to reach my goal of $600. And then this is me basically just using up these stickers. So I'm just gonna add this there because these don't have a time length because they are ongoing. So I don't intend on stopping them. And I also use these like regularly, sort of like self-care pets. Vacations is not being used at this time. But again, I will go over that in a moment. Next is gifts. Gifts, I think that should be ongoing as well, because what I use for gifts is birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, baby showers, like different little events that I'm invited to that, you know, I should bring a gift for. So I'll use it for things like that. So that category, I think I'm just leave it as ongoing. Although I'm currently not funding eating out, that would be ongoing because, you know, we always eat out, or at least we did prior to the pandemic. But Now we're just mostly eating at home. I mean, we do still order out here and there. I think we've done it twice so far since March 16th. We've done it twice, but we just don't fund it per the sinking funds anymore. We just used our personal when we ordered out. We're just not setting money aside for eating out, if you get what I mean. Okay, now for my birthday, this do have a deadline, and that is November of this year. My birthday is at the end of November, and that's when I would use this money. So right now it's April, and I already put what I was going to contribute to April in there. So that means I have May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So what's that? 7 more months. So I have 7 months, which means if I stick to putting in $100, that means I'll be adding $700 to $440. So basically what I'm doing for my birthday is whatever I save up by my birthday is what I'll have as a maximum. I don't think I'm going to increase this number, especially because of the current conditions, and it is possible that I would lower it. But as it stands at $100 a month for the next 7 months until November, I'll have a total of $1,140 to put towards any birthday excursions I decide to have, which is exciting because normally I don't save money for my birthday, but I do want to do something special this year because this year I'll be turning 30 years old. Okay, and then for vet and grooming, I think a good number for vet and grooming would be $500 because I have 2 cats. This is the first time, well, this year, one of my cats had an eye infection in like February-ish, I think it was. Had an eye infection, and that was the first time I had to take him to the vet for like, you know, a serious injury in 3 years. So, and that cost me $178, just to round up. $178. So I think having saved $500 is good for 2 cats. And because I'm currently at $220, that means 500 minus 220 is $280, and I currently add $20 a month. So divide that by 20. Oof. That will take me 14 months to reach my goal. So a little over a year. I did fast track this envelope a little bit because of the eye infection that happened in February. So I did just put $180 in at one time just to bump it up because I thought I would have to do a bunch of follow-up appointments, which I ended up not having to do, thank God, because the medicine the first vet gave my cat, it completely cured and cleared up the issue with his eye. It came to find out that my other cat and this cat might have been playing around or fighting or something, and that cat scratched the other cat, and that's what caused the eye infection. So that's all done with. So I'm going to just cap this at $500 for both my cats. I may or may not do another lump sum into this at some period of time, not sure when, but right now I'm gonna just focus on $20 a month. Especially since money is tight due to the current circumstances that we're all experiencing. I'm going to just keep it at 20 for now. And then when things change and get better and I but like feel comfortable with adding a bigger lump sum, I may just do that just because 14 months is kind of a long time from now. And hopefully I won't need it, which will be ideal. But I think I would like to just have this money saved and not have to worry about it for 14 months. All right, so home projects. This fund is just so I can just do little different like tasks around the house, like little upgrades, like painting the walls. I've moved into this house it will be 2 years in June, on June 18th exactly, and I'll have reached my 2-year anniversary. So they're just like little things I want to do, like painting the kitchen cabinets, painting the walls, maybe add some other things here and there, like furniture pieces, or just, you know, little upgrades in the house, maybe some decor, or, you know, things like that. I don't have a set cap on this, so this sinking fund I will also mark as ongoing. I do plan on staying in this home for at least another 3 years. My boyfriend and I decided to give this home a minimum of 5 years, a maximum of 10. And what we would do so at 5 years, we would evaluate if we want to stay additional time for a maximum of 10 years, or if we want to move, blah, blah, blah. So basically, depending on how real estate is at the 5-year mark, we would either, like if we wanted to leave, we will probably most likely rent this house out. If there's not like a buyer willing to give us like a offer we can't refuse, like for instance, if they want to pay double what we pay for this house, or what we are paying for this house, I would probably lean towards selling it versus renting it out. But most likely at the 5-year mark, if we want to leave, we will rent this house out so that we can continue to pay down the mortgage and things like that. And that's things I'm just thinking about down the line, because as you guys may be aware of, I am following Dave Ramsey's baby steps, and I'm currently on baby step number 2, which is where I pay off debt. And then I think it is baby step number 6 where you pay off your mortgage. So, you know, God willing, baby step 2 will be completed in 2021. This pandemic may have set me back just a little, but hopefully it will still be in 2021 when that is done. And by 2021, I will be in my 3 years of owning this home. So that will means that, you know, I'll be on baby step 3, and then 4, 5, and then finally hitting 6, and I'll start paying down this mortgage. So by that time, if we want to leave around the 5-year mark and like just move somewhere else, I will rent this house out unless there's a buyer that wants to pay at least double of what I paid on this house. Then I would sell it. At the 10-year mark, we would for sure rent it out or sell it, whichever is the better option at that time. Okay, so next is lawn care. Lawn care, I only fund this between March and like August, September, just like whenever it starts to get cooler and the grass stops growing. Last year, I think we started paying for our lawn to be cut around March. So far, it hasn't been cut this year, and we're midway through April. But I believe we went from March through September last year, because there were still some really hot days in September last year, and the grass kept going, so we just kept getting it cut. And so if I go between now and September, so I already fund for April, and I actually think I skipped funding it for March this year because of how everything worked out in my budget. So I already fund April, so that means May, June, July, August, September. So that means I have 5 more months to go. At $40, so what's that? 200, 40 times 5, 200. All right, so that means I'm capping at $200. And for our lawn care, normally my boyfriend contributes $60 to this as well a month. So I'll do 40, he'll do 60, to total $100 a month. And we will pay the guy that does our lawn around the neighborhood $50 every 2 weeks. So Right now, while my boyfriend's job is on pause due to the pandemic and they like froze training, so that's why he's currently not working, because they froze his training that he must complete in order to work. Only I'm contributing the $40 right now, and I figure I will still do it because in case the guy comes around. He hasn't as of yet, but if he does, I will have some money ready for him if he would like to cut the grass. He would have to do it at a reduced amount, which I'm sure he would understand, because everyone's, you know, going through a struggle right now, whether they lost their job completely or got a salary reduction like myself. So everything is just has to be at a lower cost because, you know, people don't have money like they used to. So if he's willing to do it for $40, he can. If not, then I'll just redirect this money somewhere else, because I kind of don't care at this point if the grass gets cut. But I figure, you know, while I know he's out there, if he wants to do it, he can. It'll just have to be a reduced amount, and it wouldn't have to be on every 2 weeks. It could be on a monthly basis. It could just grow crazy for a month and before he cuts it, you know. So my portion of this would be $200, and then once my boyfriend starts working, like, you know, hopefully by May, once the stay-at-home is lifted, he can add his $60, and then we can pay the guy as normal. But my contribution is $200 for 5 months. And then next, for my babe's birthday, my cap right here is $600, and that's because he wants the PlayStation 5 game. So between June and November, that will be what, 6 months, like counting June. So June, July, August, September, October, November. So that will be 6 months that I'll have to save $100 to buy the PlayStation 5 game, capping that at 6. This doesn't include tax and all that, so hopefully you know, it'll be a little lower or something like that. I don't know, but I'll work it out once I get there. And then for Christmas, my cap for this was also $600 for 6 months, starting from July through December, including July and including December, to total 6 months. And that was just to buy, you know, Christmas gifts, Christmas decor. I already have a tree. I actually have 3 trees because I just keep buying trees because I'm Christmas crazy. But I'm going to cap it at $600, and that's just to buy gifts, decor, maybe pay for a Christmas dinner, things like that. I don't spend a ton of money on gifts. Like, for instance, I only buy gifts for nieces, nephews, my parents, and siblings, and that's literally it. And I'm real strict about that because I have a big family, as many of you probably do as well, and I don't got that much money to be buying every single person a gift, especially all the little kids. So cousins, I have like over 100, if not hundreds, because everybody got kids, you know. So I cut off kids. I don't do adults other than my intermediate family, and that's just how I do it, because I am not made of money. I wish I was, because then you get a gift, you get a gift, you get a gift, but you know, I don't got money like that. So I only do intermediate family, and this number might drop. It's definitely not going to go up. It most likely will drop if things don't change and get better, and I definitely going to have to think on this between June and July, especially now that I am receiving reduced pay due to the pandemic. So that's just some things I got to think about. All right, so this is basically where I am with my current sinking funds. If you haven't seen this page of me laying down my sinking funds for April, feel free to check out this video that's currently posted. And then this is where I am as far as what's considered ongoing and what my maximums are for these cash envelopes. And once I reach my maximums for these, sinking funds, once I reach my maximum for these sinking funds, I would just stop funding those sinking funds on a monthly basis, and I'll wait till they get to a certain point, like get lowered to a certain point before I'll start restuffing them again. And then what I'll do with the money that I'm not stuffing the envelope with, I'll either put it towards debt, savings, or whatever is going on at that time. All right. So out of 12 sinking funds, I have 6 that are ongoing, and then these 6 will be capped at these varying numbers. All right, so that is everything for today's video. Let me know down in the comments if you have sinking funds. If you have ongoing sinking funds, what do you cap your sinking funds at? How have you adjusted your sinking funds due to the pandemic, or are you still funding as normal? I am mostly still funding as normal, minus my eating out fund, but like I mentioned, I do still eat out here and there. It's just not, money is just not being dedicated towards that category at this time. All right, so let me know that down in the comments, and thank you all so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.